Hey, it's Paul's Thoughts and Such, the third one for the year 2010, and let's dive right into this. We've got the food pantry up first. Again, if you can be involved with that, great. As you know, it's a hard time in our country making ends meet, and this is a very effective way to do that in a way that glorifies God. And as part of the body of Christ, we want to reach out. We have an opportunity to share Christ with these people who come forward with this. Again, if you can't do this, I totally understand. But if you have a little extra that you're willing to share, God will use it in a mighty way. Next up is prayer. I would encourage you to keep in prayer for those folks in Haiti who are going through that horrible time that they're going through right now. As you know, the church is preparing to do some different things in that so we can get involved as a body. I'd also like to encourage you with one other thing. We had a meeting with a bunch of prayer warriors the other night. I'd like to encourage you, give you this challenge also that I've given them, is that I would like you to keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for those in our midst, those in our church body who are hurting. And when you see them, take the opportunity to humbly ask them if you could pray for them. And do it right there. Don't put it off. Don't say you'll pray for them. Just take a moment, place your hand on a shoulder, and pray for them. Just very simply, very honestly before the Lord. I think you'll find you'll be tremendously blessed, and I think the Lord's going to do something amazing with this. God bless you guys. There is still time to get involved with one of our upcoming classes. The Way of the Master is meeting at Wednesday evenings, 5:30 in room H3. We'd love to get you involved with that. Also, the Truth Project, we're starting up on Thursday evenings at 6 o'clock in room M10. That's the third three-year-old classroom. Please take a moment. It's a 12-week class. It's a Christian overview, worldview class that you'll find tremendous benefit to your faith and sharing your faith with others, knowing what you believe and why you believe. Very important in our children's ministry. It's going to be able to answer a lot of questions for you. I think you'll find it life-impacting, life-changing, totally free. I've taught it several times. I love teaching it, and I'm looking forward to how it's going to impact our children's ministry here. Teaching Tips with Howie Hendricks again this week, included in the newsletter. I'm not going to go into detail on it here. Please take a moment and look at that and review those techniques. Constantly be sharpening your sword. It goes along with the Truth Project that we talked about just a minute ago in the video. Anything that you can do like this that expands your knowledge of who God is and who He wants to be in your life and how we can transfer that information to our kids, and that's what these teaching tips are about, transferring the information that you have within you to our children in the ministry. That goes a huge way, and it can be life-impacting for them. So I hope you'll take a moment and do that. Continually be sharpening that saw. Don't get comfortable in what you're doing. God doesn't want you comfortable. He wants to keep changing you and keep using you. Again, thank you so much for your service throughout the week and throughout this new year. God's going to be doing some amazing things. We have a lot of big projects on the scene, but the most important project is that you are living and growing with Christ, that you are being used continually by Him. I thank you so much for that. There aren't words to express my gratitude for what you do for our children and our parents on a regular basis, and for each other. This is how we minister to one another. Those small groups that you're in service, please take that prayer time seriously. Share those prayers with each other. Communicate with each other. Meet each other's needs. If you have a need and you have some things going on in that group dynamic, let God work in that. He's working in and through you. I see it all the time. You guys are such a blessing. I look forward to seeing you this week in service, and let's see what the Lord does even this week. God bless.